And the rule is that when you put the box back, that box doesn't touch any of the other boxes. Whereas women, on the other hand, when you're discussing things with women, they are less like the boxes, they're more like yarn, spindle all over the place. Because for them, everything is connected. Unlike the boxes idea, everything is connected. You connect everything emotionally and relationally, and this is how things are processed. And there was a book that was published by John Gray. It's called Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus. And he's talking about these differences in how we process things, the ball of yarn versus the boxes idea. And he's talking about how when men talk about problems, it's because they find a problem in one of their boxes, and the only reason they talk about it is because they need their body to help them fix it. Whereas with women, when they talk about their problems, they don't want anybody to fix it, they just want to process this, because they're processing it relationally. So when she is talking about her problems, all of a sudden the guy's thinking, okay, I gotta fix this, I gotta solve this. And when you try to solve the problem, you're just asking for trouble. Amen? You just got to leave that alone. Your job is just to sit and to listen to what she has to say and let her unpack and let her process. And that is an important difference that John Gray was talking about in his book. So how we process things is different. Also, where we get our identity from is different. See, with men, again, we have this testosterone within us, this desire to conquer something, this desire to really be successful at things. And so we gain our identity through climbing the social ladders, through getting jobs that really give us a good name. And so we get our identity through our occupation, through our jobs. Whereas with women, because of the oxytocin and because of their desire for stronger relationships, they develop their identity through who they are closest with, through those who are closest to them relationally, and also with their surroundings, where they are, where they live, these kinds of things. So there's a difference right there. There's a story that was written by Cecil Osborne in his book Understanding Your Mate. Dr. Cecil Osborne he explained it this way. When a husband and a wife are traveling together, they have different goals and different objectives. See, the husband might be thinking, okay, I want to travel this 400 kilometers. I want to get it at a good time, and I want to be, successful. I want to find it without getting any help. Amen. And the wife, she'd be thinking, oh, we're going on a road trip. This is a great chance for us to connect as a family, to spend time together. And so she'd be interested in stopping and having coffee and looking at all the sights, whereas he's like, hey, let's go. Let's get there. Let's make it to our destination. Amen? So understanding these differences about who we are is very crucial, and it's very important. So the next difference, the sexual differences. I mean, this is important. So he's talking about the differences between men and women. So women first, they are, because of oxytocin, they are interested in building relationships with their husband. And so she wants to be cherished, she wants to be loved, she wants to be respected. And this is her value, this is what she wants. She wants to get connected with his heart. And with the man, at some level, according to a lot of these doctors, at some level, the man's basic idea, or the man's basic sort of drive, because of his testosterone, is he wants to connect with her sexually. And so the thing about this is, it causes a standoff, because for the man being interested in connecting sexually, first he has to get through her heart. And for the woman, in order to connect with his heart, she has to connect sexually. And this has to be done, by the way, in the confines of marriage. So this is God-made. This standoff is God-made. This is his plan, and this is his desire. This is the way that he set things up. And it's brilliant, because the key to getting what you want is to give your spouse what they want and to be able to work that balance together. And so, arriving at this balance, see, you have to do a lot of learning. See, for relationships, women, they understand intuitively how to connect with their spouse. They understand how to have relationships with other people because God wired them that way. With men, we need a little bit of help, amen? We need to be taught, we need somebody to explain things for us. Because God made us that we don't like to read instructions, amen? I bought myself a cooler. I bought myself an air conditioner one time, and I had to bring it back because it was too much work to set it up. So I got myself one of these easy install air conditioners where you just you set it up, you plug it in, and even then I was having difficulty getting that thing working. So I'm struggling with that. Meanwhile, my friend comes over and she pulls out the books and she reads it, and we were done in 5 minutes, you know. But but you see, that indicates like how we work, amen. These marriage books, they sell really well in these Christian bookstores, but you know who's buying them is the women. The women are buying them, whereas us men, we are the ones that need to be reading them. So the women should be buying them and giving them to their husbands. So this is to highlight the importance of learning, especially for men. See, a lot of times with men, we think, okay, I can learn. In their minds they're thinking, okay, it's like I have to take a class. You know, I have to take a class and then I'll understand how to treat my wife better. Amen. It's not just one class. You got to get a bachelor's degree. Amen. Maybe a PhD. You're going to be spending the rest of your life learning how to do this right. So that's what we have to be prepared for, is just to continual lifelong learning. One thing that would really help is a book by Gary Chapman called The 5 Love Languages. And this understands, so you have to begin by talking about understanding how men and women are fundamentally different to begin with. Your next step is understanding your spouse individually. So there are these 5 different love languages. The first one is words of affirmation. So say things like, I love you, I appreciate what you did for me, these things. Gifts, so small gifts like a flower or a teddy bear, something like that, I don't know. And then you give her a teddy bear if she wants it. Acts of service, sweeping the floor, like we saw Dion do today after we were done. He was sweeping the floor, earning some points. Physical touch. This is talking about non-sexually. So just like a hug or something like that. And quality time, that's the 5th love language. So just spending time together, just being in the same place, just being in each other's presence and enjoying each other's company. So these are 5 different love languages. And so the thing that we need to realize is that each and every one of us has a dominant love language. This is the language that we prefer to speak in, the language that we prefer to show other people our love. Everyone also has a dominant language that they prefer to receive. So it's really important to know which one you have the preference to give and which one you have the preference to receive. And this will improve your ability to communicate your love with your partner.